Hey everyone, welcome back to Karim Crypto College. Today we're tackling a topic that's been on everyone's mind. Can Bitcoin really hit that eye-watering $1 million mark? I've been watching this space for years and let me tell you, it's a wild ride. But before we get into the nitty-gritty, remember that this video is for educational purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. Always do your own research before making any investment decisions. Alright, let's start with the basics. Bitcoin, the OG crypto, has been around since 2009, and it's come a long way since then. We've seen it go from being worth pennies to hitting nearly $70,000 at its all-time high. But what's driving this insane growth? Well, one of the biggest factors is good old supply and demand. As more people become aware of Bitcoin and start buying in, the increased demand puts upward pressure on the price. But it's not just about individual investors, you know? We're seeing a huge shift in the market with institutional players getting involved. Companies like MicroStrategy and Tesla have invested hundreds of millions of dollars in Bitcoin. This kind of big money move doesn't just add to the demand, it also boosts confidence in Bitcoin as a legitimate asset. Now, let's talk about the big boys entering the playground. Institutional adoption is a game changer for Bitcoin. We're not just talking about tech companies anymore. The traditional financial institutions are starting to dip their toes in the crypto waters. Banks are offering crypto custody services, investment firms are creating Bitcoin funds, and even some governments are considering Bitcoin as a reserve asset. But it's not all about who's buying. The technology behind Bitcoin is constantly evolving. Developments like the Lightning Network are addressing some of Bitcoin's scalability issues, making transactions faster and cheaper. And let's not forget about Taproot, which improves privacy and smart contract functionality. Now, I know what you're thinking. If everything's so great, why hasn't Bitcoin hit $1 million already? Well, it's not all smooth sailing. One of the biggest hurdles is like volatility. Bitcoin's price can swing wildly in a matter of hours, which can be a real turnoff for traditional investors. And then there's the regulatory uncertainty. Many governments are still figuring out how to handle cryptocurrencies, and this lack of clear guidelines can make institutional investors hesitant. But despite these challenges, the potential for Bitcoin is enormous. If institutional adoption continues to grow, and if Bitcoin starts to be seen as a legitimate hedge against inflation, we could see its price skyrocket. Some experts even believe that in a scenario where Bitcoin becomes a global reserve asset, that $1 million price tag might not be so far-fetched. So there you have it, folks. The road to $1 million Bitcoin is paved with both opportunities and challenges. While there's no crystal ball that can tell us for sure what will happen, the factors we've discussed today certainly make it an interesting possibility to consider. What do you think? Is Bitcoin destined for the $1 million club? Or is it all just hype? Let me know in the comments below, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, over and out.